Previously on the Jig Is Up.
Are you aware of Barney's situation?
I might have a solution to your problem. In the next town, Kootenstop, they gifted us some ankle monitors. They're a little older, they're not as accurate, but you know, if we put one of those on him, that may just work.
Hilda said that she would notarize the document, and Pastor Luis said that he would officiate the ceremony tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes!
Not to mention, I've stolen the Gutenberg Bible.
Look at this one. It says the Gutenberg line was once thought to have died with Johannes Gutenberg. But a few decades ago, they tracked his lineage to a family that settled in Hackenslash.
What's this?
It's the address that we found. It's for Mr. Charlie White. He's super old, but it's worth asking him if he could talk to us about the Bible.
Your friends have an interest in this?
Yeah.
Well, if they have an interest in this, your friends would be interested in these.
I want the Bible.
Get out of my house!
Charlie! No!
Order! Order.
No one is out of order, Chester. Get on with the meeting.
Yes. I'm Ramona. We are here because Ramona has come to contest her situation regarding her son, Barney, an issue which we already voted on and agreed upon. Is that right?
Thank you, Mayor
You're welcome.
Kennedy.
You're welcome.
I put forth an alternative option from what was earlier agreed upon. Since Barney is a minor, and I believe he's in unnecessary danger of being kept with a suspected murderer, I move to release him conditionally. I've spoken with Police Chief Bernard, and he has agreed to outfit Barney with an ankle monitor to track his whereabouts at all times. This way, he can be home with me and attend classes during normal school hours.
I'm not so sure about this. Are these systems, are they accurate?
Well, actually, this will be the first trial run of the system.
Oh.
These units, they were gifted to us from Kootenstop.
Kootenstop. I heard of Kootenstop. They think they're so magnanimous.
So, we really don't even know that these doohickeys work. It sounds like a pretty flimsy plan to me.
No. I'm confident they'll work. I'm just unsure how well they will work.
Well, I don't see any reason to not test these out on Barney. I mean, it's not like any of us actually believes he's the killer.
Oh, thank you, Mary April. Look, I promise we will adhere to a very strict school-home schedule and nowhere else.
Okay, Ramona, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna let Barney go to school. However, he will not be allowed to come home until we make sure that these units work. We have to absolutely keep an eye on him at all times, every moment of every day.
This is ridiculous. It's not like he's gonna run away.
Come on, Ramona. You should be happy we're even giving this ruling a second thought.
Exactly. Now, all those in favor of allowing Barney, a suspected homicidal maniac, to go to school, raise your hands. It's settled then. Done.
Barney. Hey, your book idea worked like a charm. The old veteran guy, he opened up right away. And like, he's so old. But he told me to pass these on to you. There's no way he could have made it here. Here. But he was so sweet about it. We should totally give him a visit when you get out of here.
Sammy, Charlie was killed in his house last night. Like, right after you left.
What? There's no way! He was totally fine when I left. You don't think I'll be a suspect, do you?
No. No one knows that you were there. Just don't say anything, and I won't either.
But what about them?
Don't worry about them. So what do you think these are?
I don't know. The old guy said something about the Bible leading to the greatest treasure ever. I don't know if maybe those are like a clue or something.
I wonder if they have like a secret code written in them.
What's this I hear about treasure?
Is that all you think about is stealing?
First of all, you better shut your mouth before I shut it for you, Barney. Hey, calm down, Hugh. I don't think that's necessary. What have you got here, Barney?
Oh, so Charlie said that the Gutenberg Bible led to some sort of treasure, and Sammy just brought these over.
That's interesting. There could be a clue here. You know, it makes sense. I mean, people have killed for a lot less than the promise of enormous treasure. I think we should get the group together and maybe go through these letters and just see if we find anything. I mean, and thanks for your help, Sammy.
Yeah, of course. I should probably get going, but I'll see you later this afternoon to bring your assignments.
Awesome. Thanks, Sammy.
Bye.
All right, everyone. So we know that Barney's friend was able to get in touch with that lead we had with the war vet. Good news, she was able to talk to him before the killer got to him. The bad news is if this was the murder night that killed him, someone in this room is a lot more crafty than we've given him credit for. I just think that we were on the right track. Someone thought we were getting a little too close and didn't like that. Fortunately, Charles White was able to give us a message before the killer got to him. First, he said that the Gutenberg Bible led to some great treasure. And second, he gave us these. He seemed to think that they would give us some answer that we were searching for. I don't know what he thought we would find or what we're gonna find, but I think if we all work together and we go through them, we'll find something. So everyone take one, go through it.
It's all a bunch of gibberish. This was talking about Grandpa's orchard, and the last one was about Opal Evergreen, the prettiest lady he ever did see.
This poor man's life was so boring. Like, who cares about your great old mama's old apple pie recipe?
Wait, does everybody's mention trees or apples? Mine's about the apple strudels in Germany, the first Christmas tree he chopped down, and the appleberry tea imported from Australia. So far, each and every one of us have something to do with apples or trees. Opal's evergreens, last name, Grandpa's orchard, and Mom's apple pie.
Mine has nothing to do with trees. This one is actually about his neighbor, Vermilion Macintosh.
Well, vermilion is another word for red, and Macintosh is a type of apple. Mine were just about forests back home, the cherry blossoms, and the health benefits of applesauce.
You know what? I think you're onto something, Barney. Why don't we start writing down all of these references, make a list, and see if we find any other connections.
Barney,
Mom, what are you doing here?
I've come to break you out.
Really? How?
Yeah, how? Barney gets to leave? How's that fair?
Wait, what?
Stand back, you cretins! Let's get out of here.
How did this happen? Why?
I want to go to school.
So you know how that thing works?
Uh-huh. So they track my location at all times, and if I go out of bounds, they will alert me. And I guess to answer, I just talk back through it. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh, I'm glad you have a grasp on it. Hey, I promise I'll talk to Maritanity first thing Friday. You need to be home with your mother, not in that crazy loony bin.
I know. And thanks again for getting me out, by the way. I hope you didn't miss me too much while I was gone. Oh, did I tell you that I was on Eden Grimaldi's podcast?
No way! Who's she again? Oh, here's the letter from Chief Bernard to give to your teachers. And I tried to get your prescription refilled, but they won't refill it without an appointment. So I'm gonna have to set one up next week.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Oh, and don't take this the wrong way, but I was wondering if I could start taking my bike to the church and riding it to school in the mornings. Obviously you can still pick me up in the afternoons, but I just never get time to myself.
Sure, I understand, honey, of course.
Oh, thanks. I'll see you after school.
Okay, honey.
Bye.
Barney, what are you doing here?
Hi, Mrs. Hotchkiss. So I'm allowed to come back to class. I have an ankle bracelet now, and Chief Bernard explains everything in this letter.
That's awesome. That's so cool that they're letting you come back.
All right, class. I know we're all excited to see Barney, but let's get back to work. Taking these steps with any 4-digit number will always give you
3236, you are out of bounds.
I'm in class.
I repeat, Barney O'Rourke, you are out of bounds.
I'm in bounds. I'm in class.
Please return to set parameters immediately.
I'm in class.
Okay. Copy.
Carry on, Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think this is the obvious winner. What do you guys think?
I think it's perfect. I like it. Now we should probably try and get some shoes. What size do you wear, dear?
Well, I wear a size 6 in shoes and a size 00 petite in clothes.
Oh my gosh, you are so tiny! Your feet are pretty tiny too, Hilda. Like tiny little bird feet.
Gigi, how long have you known Blake?
I've known him for 4 years, but it took me a year to even get him to date me. And I failed his class twice, so I could keep trying.
Oh, so he was your college professor?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not anymore, but he was, yeah.
Sexy. So why did you pursue him for over a year, dear?
Well, when I went to college, I knew I wanted to get my MRS degree. And when I met Blaine, I just knew he was the one. He's so perfect and handsome and rich.
Wait,
and...
You went to college to find a husband?
Yeah, an MRS degree. I know so many people who went to school to get a ring by spring.
Well, I didn't exactly get it by spring, but I still accomplished my mission. And if you keep laughing at me, I'm gonna make you walk down the aisle in a pantsuit that would make Hillary Clinton jealous.
So he's handsome and rich, which is great, but does he make you happy?
What do you mean?
Well, happiness is something like this. It's like when I get home late at night, you know, because I do live downstairs, and the light is on in the sanctuary, and I see Pastor Luis in there praying. I think that's happiness right there.
Well, anyways, does anybody know how to sew? Because this dress is ginormous. It's a size 6.
I've never learned how to sew, no. I can sew.
You're not gonna curse it with your strange obsession with all things paranormal and macabre, are you?
I don't know how to curse clothes.
Excuse me, ladies. Hope you don't mind an old chap butting in for a moment. I'm here for Dahlia.
Ooh.
Not like that. We're strictly friends. Even that I'm not committed to.
What do you think of these earrings? Do you like these earrings?
No.
Dahlia, may I speak with you, please?
Yes.
Privately?
Oh. Of course.
What is it?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about our deal. Remember, you said you would give me compromising information about this church, and in exchange, you'd become my running mate of sorts? But you've yet to deliver. Come on, cough it up.
Well, I did say that I have that information. However, the deal was for you to get me some sort of platform with which I could show everyone my true colors, like a peacock does, to attract a mate. But last time I checked, my name was still Dahlia, nobody Arslan, and I wasn't a peacock.
And how do you think I'm supposed to get you a platform from in here? We're murder suspects, and the public hates us.
That's not my problem, my beautiful young chickadee. Besides, what guarantee do I have that you would hold up your end of the bargain if I just spill everything now? I know how these things work. I wasn't born yesterday. In fact, I was born 10,102 days ago.
Only you would know that fact.
Yes, I know myself very well. You, however... You're like a pigeon. Shifty, squabbly, suspicious. They're very social creatures, too. When they're not feral. But you're cute. Too cute to be a feral pigeon. No. Definitely a chickadee.
What's you on about?
What are you hiding?
Hiding? Why would you think I'm hiding something? I have nothing to hide. I'm a wide open book.
I observe. I watch. I notice things from the shadows. Things that normally go unnoticed. And I saw how you reacted when everyone was talking about the Gutenberg family. What do you know?
Nothing. I have no connection to those people. I was only acting odd because Pastor Luis, he's quite boring.
You can lie to me, Tristan Gretzinger, but you can't fool me. I know you'll feel better if you let it out. Why won't you fly, little chicken?
Why won't you stop with the bird references? Fine. Come closer.
To be clear, are we having a moment again?
No, we are not. And we never did. Oh, I don't even know why I'm telling you this. Lord, if you can hear me, if you care, please give me the strength. Okay, I do have a feeling that you're not going to let up about this. And I have, somehow, come to kind of trust you. So I'll come clean. I have a secret identity. I have a real name. And it's not Tristan Gretzinger. It's Tristan Gutenberg. I'm a Gutenberg.
From the dead family?
Yes, from the dead family. My parents and sister died 25 years ago in a house fire. My British nanny raised me from a young child.
But wait, why aren't you telling everybody who you are?
It's quite simple. I don't want anything to get in my way of my run for city council. And by anything, I mean anyone. It's quite a long story, but I'll tell you. You see, I have a fierce rivalry with this dastardly man from Kutenstab, Elliot Fust. The same descendant of the family of Fuss that took Johannes Gutenberg to court for every penny he had to his name way back in the day. You see, Nanny raised me on the outskirts of town in a humble 10,000 square foot home, and she kept me very secluded, deeming only Elliot Fust to be of high enough status to be my playmate. And all those years, he held that little fact of our family's history over my head, making my life miserable. And so I have to win the city council race and prove that Gutenbergs aren't just a bunch of losers.
So, the Bible?
Yes, it's rightfully mine. But you know, I didn't even know I had it. I liquidated everything in order to fund my campaign. It wasn't until we sold off every last bit of rubbish that Nanny asked me if I kept the family's Gutenberg Bible. Ugh, the old hag couldn't have mentioned it sooner.
So then what?
Well, obviously I tried to find it, but it's not as easy as it seems. It was sent away with a bunch of rubbish, and before long, it turned up here at the church. Easy. I thought I have more than enough money to just buy it outright at the auction, so I attended, but then the auctioneer turned up dead. We were quarantined in here. A big, bloody mess. So I can't just come out right and say, hey, I'm a Gutenberg. Me, the last living one. They'll think I killed the bloke and tried to steal the Bible for myself. It's really quite a mess.
Your Majesty. So, you're more of a regal sunbird.
Yes, but I'm not royalty. I'm just disgustingly rich. But you have to do me a favor. Promise you won't speak a word of this to anyone, especially not those other suspects. I don't want any more to be smeared across my good name. Or my borrowed name, rather. Promise?
I promise. I will take your secret to my grave. Or yours. And the way things are going, our deaths are imminently approaching. So, I will keep your secret till death do us part.
I knew it. I knew that Tristan Getzinger was fishy. He only shows up a few months ago wanting to run for city council. He claims he's a town local, but where's the history? No Facebook page, no digital footprint. This man doesn't make sense. He's nowhere. Let's see. Tristan, hold on. Tristan's in Hackenslash, age 20 through 29. Alrighty, 31 results. Let's see if any of these are interesting. Tristan Gutenberg. This has got to be important. Let's see, Tristan Gutenberg. Here we go. Parents died 25 years ago. Sister also died. He's worth $2.8 billion. Holy tortillas and frijoles. Family descended from Johannes Gutenberg, the inventor of the Gutenberg printing press. Family money comes from manufactured medical equipment. Where is he now? Though he has lived a quiet life since his family's death, this young aristocrat has remained an active voice in the Cut and Stop voting board. Many have wondered at his silence in recent months. Though Cut and Stab local Elliot Fust claims it is a welcome silence for most, known for posting almost daily on the meetup forum, Swinging Single Sports Society, he was last heard from on March 15th. Weirdo. All right, what happened on March 15th? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Harrison Bismarck found dead on March 17th. Time of death estimated 2 days prior. That son of a gun! I bet that little Weasley Gretzinger killed Harrison, then needed a new identity to assume. Who better than a rich heir? And what better way to do it than kill the heir and steal the Bible to use as proof that he's the real Tristan Gutenberg? Oh, Carlotta, Minuet, Sofia, Dorothea, Tontonia, Bonita, Estrada, you've done it again. And in record time. I've got to tell Mirtinity.
I am sorry, sir. I couldn't stop her.
Detective Estrada, have a seat.
You'll never believe what I found, Mayor. I found information pertinent to our case. Not only did I find out who did it, but I know their motive. It's all here in my report, sir. Mira.
Mira, yes. So you're saying that this Tristan Gretzinger is attempting to take on the identity of Tristan Gutenberg by nefarious means. And the chief crime is to steal the Bible and And to protect his alias, make it more believable.
Well, the chief of his crimes would be the murder, you know, because he killed the auctioneer, the big sword, and blood everywhere.
Yes!
You remember?
Yes, the murder, of course.
Yes.
Yes. You know, I have night terrors every single night. It's just terrible from that.
Yes. I don't
murder
have
crime.
proof yet, but I'm pretty sure he already killed that Gutenberg boy.
Carlotta, I believe that you've got a full workload, and we don't have enough to arrest him yet, so why don't we wait and kind of keep it between ourselves until we have enough evidence?
Don't worry, sir. I will catch that dirtbag if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, and Carlotta, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Officer Thomas, he's still absent. We don't know where he is. We don't want that to get out to the public, do we? Right? Between the two of us, okay?
Yes, sir. No problem. I won't say a word.
Very
but
good.
I got to go to KWN.
Right.
And also, you need to put an elevator in this building because I can't keep running up and down these stairs. Santo Dios mío, ayúdame en este momento.
As we all wonder what is happening with the murder night, we have Detective Carlotta Estrada with us here today to shed some light on her ongoing investigation and lay some of our fears to rest. Thank you for joining us, Detective. Why don't you start by telling us which of the 10 suspects is most likely to be the murderer?
Well, we can't say just yet. We don't have enough evidence just yet. But I did find out a piece of crucial information this morning.
Well, that's amazing. Are you able to tell us what that is?
Well, no. But if it is what if it is what I think it is, then Hackenslash it. They don't need to worry no more.
Well, that's certainly a relief. How soon are you going to be able to make an arrest?
Oh, that's still like 2 weeks or so, but that's still like a record for me.
Well, I'm very glad that you're so thorough. I would hate to be one of those innocent 9 other suspects who are locked in the church with a murderer for 2 more weeks. But I can tell you, Detective Estrada, on behalf of all of the public, that we are very grateful that you've put your life on the line and protected us in these circumstances.
Well, you know, it's all in a day's work, you know?
Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after a short word from our sponsor. Stay tuned.
Are we done? Is that it?
Yep. Here's a t-shirt.
What is this?
Hey there, gorgeous.
You can't call me that anymore. It's my wedding day.
I'll try not to. Hey, listen, where is everybody?
I don't know.
Hey, so you really gonna marry that simpering peacock?
Of course I am. It's our destiny. It's been fate all along.
You love him?
Why does everybody keep asking me that question? Of course I love him. Am I the only one around here who understands that loving somebody means accepting them for all of their tendencies, no matter how harmful or selfish they may be?
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know he doesn't love you. He only loves that old Bible.
I know. He checks that stupid shelf over there for it every 12 minutes. I mean, he checks the podium in the sanctuary where the Bible was stolen every 12 minutes. It's almost like he thinks it's gonna reappear or something like that. Silly Blaine, silly boy.
Yeah, that is strange. Anyways, happy nuptials, little lady.
Thanks. Hi, Blaine. Hi, what are you doing?
Hey. Just looking again. You know I can't help it.
Well, I hope you can put it away long enough to get through our wedding ceremony tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, it's like all I've been talking about for the past 2 days.
I guess there's no use in delaying the inevitable. It'll be short, yes?
Yes, it will be short. And don't worry, Boo Bear, I'll make sure to make it worth your while.
The Bible will be okay for a couple hours, I guess. I suppose I should go get ready.
Blaine,
Yeah?
do I You know what? Never mind. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
Are you guys ready?
I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life. It sure was nice of Hilda to let us use her bedroom tonight. It would have been like really awkward to have to consummate our marriage in front of everybody.
I'm gonna go check on it.
What? Right now?
It'll take just a second. Did you tell someone where it was? It was right where I left it just this afternoon. And I always put it back in the same place. It's gone. Missing. Not there. Gonzo.
What is?
The Bible, of course. The Bible. It's missing. Someone took it. Who did you tell?
I didn't tell anybody. I would never do something like that to you, Blaney Boo. Someone must have just found it. I don't know.
What do I do? What can I do? That was the one thing that made this whole ridiculous trip worth it. Oh.
You know, I know that that's really important to you, even more important than me, your own wife. But maybe you could just put it aside for the night and pay a little bit of attention to me for once.
Put it aside? No, Gigi, I will not put it aside. The only reason I'm married to you is because I want that Bible. You better hope I find it.
Or what, you're gonna kill me?
O'Rourke, where are you? The tracker says you're on 2nd and Main. Proceed to your pre-approved route immediately.
2nd and Main? I'm nowhere near there. I'm on my way to school.
Please repeat. We're having trouble hearing you.
I said I'm nowhere near there, and I'm on my way to...
Oh yeah, school. Check in when you arrive.
Copy.
I don't know about you, but my eyes have been glued to KWN lately. I really appreciate all the coverage they have regarding the murders in town. It's quite surreal, you know, especially since my son is mixed up in all this. But now that he's back at school and KWM, you know, assures us we're safe, I'm feeling much more at peace. I don't know why I ever doubted them, really. After all, KWN has never steered us wrong before. I still get that ridiculous newspaper, you know, the Daily Squire. My late husband put a lot of faith in it. And now my son does too. But that Mr. Blackburn, he did not care when Harrison Bismarck was murdered a few months back, and he did not care when he voted to lock up my son. And then the war veteran, well, he was murdered too. And Blackburn, he keeps saying the Knight is responsible, when KWN has clearly told us that simply is not the case. And besides, even if both incidents are related, I believe KWN when they say the Knight will make sure to get rid of any corruption going on, as long as my Barney's safe anyway. Oh, I must say, you've picked out a beautiful arrangement. May I ask what the occasion is?
A funeral. I'm Charlie White's caretaker. You know, the man that you said the Knight was right in killing. Charlie was a good man and a decorated war veteran. KWN has it all wrong. It's telling lies, and you are believing them. But I guess you'll just have to wait and see when you get stabbed in the back. When I remember Charlie, I remember his legacy. I remember his goodness, not the shameful scandal.
So are you feeling better, Barney?
So much better. I feel so good being outside of that church, at least for a little while. I love Pastor Luis, I just can't stand the rest of them.
I'm sure. I feel like I was gonna tell you something. Don't remember what it was. Oh, that's what it was. The fall dance is this Friday. Are you going?
Oh, it's this Friday? I completely forgot. Maybe I can get like some special permission to go or something. My head's just been crazy being stuck in that church all day. But you're going with Joey though, right?
Actually, I didn't ask him. I got too nervous. Besides, you need a friend to lean on more than I need a date.
Sammy, no, don't worry about me. I think you should ask him. I'll be happy just to go and get rid of all of this mess for at least a little while.
I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. But one thing's for sure. I'm gonna show you up on the dance floor.
Whoa, you look awful. Man, I knew they were lying when they said there was such thing as wedded bliss. I mean, you really look pitiful. You think your mom just died, not that you just got married. What happened? Let me guess, you lose something important? Guys, thank you for coming to Wednesday night Bible study. Glad you guys could be here. And Sunday I made a joke that a lot of you are forced to be here. And like a lot of my jokes, it fell flat. But on a more serious note, I just wanted to sincerely thank you guys for coming. A lot of you would have never stepped foot in the church, and I know the circumstances are a little bit ugly, uncertain, even scary for a lot of you, but I do believe the scripture where it says that what Satan intended for evil, God means for good. Amen. And I pray that, you guys would listen to the truth of God's word, that the message that I'm sharing, will take root, that things will change for the better, and it's going to be a good night tonight. And you know what, if you guys have your Bibles, the passage we're going to be reading is in Psalms and 1 Samuel as well. You see, David didn't feel God around him. He felt afraid for his life alone, but he knew that God was with him, protecting him. The difference was that what he felt and what he knew to be true. He wasn't comforted because God gave him, these warm and fuzzy feelings like we sometimes look for. He was comforted because he knew that God was with him and had a plan laid out for him. He knew that God wouldn't let something happen to him before his plan was fulfilled, and he trusted that he would be protected. I caution you not to trust your feelings over what you know to be true and what God has spoken to you. You know, the news often, they overstep their bounds and they tell us how to feel, they tell us how to react, even how to respond when times get tough. You know, if there's one thing you can take away from tonight, it's that God has a plan for each and every one of you. And it's something to take comfort in. You know, I look forward to seeing you guys here on Sunday. It's gonna be a good time. You guys be safe out there and have a good night.
Pastor Luis, wait up.
Hey Blaine, what can I do for you?
I just had a quick question about what you were saying in there. Remember when you said that God has a plan for you and taking comfort in that? Well, what if you don't know what that plan is, like God's plan?
Well, that's actually a very good question. It has a lot to do with trusting in God, that He has a plan for you, that He's going to lead your steps. You know, we can have that faith because it's a promise that God has given along with salvation. The Bible says that God works out all things for the good of those that love Him, to those called according to His purpose.
But what if I'm not called?
We're all called, and in different ways. It is up to you whether or not you're going to answer.
Okay, but how would I do that?
You know, Jesus was asked a very similar question by a man kind of like yourself. The Bible describes him as a rich young ruler, and he was asking how to inherit eternal life. So Jesus tells him to sell all he has and give to the poor, and then to follow him wholeheartedly. I think that's a good place for you to start as well.
So I need to be poor in order to be saved? What if there are certain things that I'm not willing to part with yet?
No, you don't have to be poor. But you do have to go all in if you're going to follow Christ. If you still rely on your wealth and all of your material possessions, you're never going to learn how to rely on God and to put your trust in Him.
I see. Well, okay. Well, thanks for the advice, Pastor.
How are you feeling tonight?
I've got a lot going through my mind, Gigi. I just want to be alone.
Well, is it anything that you want to talk about?
There isn't much to say. I asked Pastor Luis about some stuff earlier, and I'm kind of frustrated by the answer I got back.
Well, something that Hilda told me on our wedding day has really stood out to me, and I guess I kind of just wanted to ask you about it. Are you happy?
Oh, yes, Gigi. I'm overjoyed. Suspected of murder, held against my will, having my most precious possession stolen from under my nose. I'm in heaven.
I mean, I haven't been very happy the past few days either, and they should have been the best days of our lives. We just got married. And I know that you haven't been very content, but I guess I just want to know what happened with us and if we can ever get back there.
No.
What do you mean, no?
You blackmailed me into marrying you. Of course I'm not happy. I've lost total control of my life. And now Pastor Luis is convinced that I need to give up my dependence on material possessions in order to figure out God's will for my life. Well, he's wrong. I think he said those things because he stole the Bible for himself.
Blaine, the Bible was never really yours to begin with. I don't understand why you're so upset about this.
Well, let me put it in terms you might understand. I was never really yours to begin with, so you shouldn't be that upset that we're through.
Whatever, Blaine. You're not thinking clearly right now.
Oh, I'm thinking clearly. More clearly than I have in quite a while. Pastor Luis stole my Bible, and I'm gonna squeeze it out of him. And once I do, we're going our separate ways, just like we always planned.
It's not that simple anymore, Blaine. We're married now.
Till death do us part, right? Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Wait, Blaine, don't do anything you're gonna regret.
Think, Blaine, think. It has to be around here somewhere. Just retrace your steps. The last time I saw it, it was Monday afternoon, and the only ones who knew about it were me and Gigi. But what was that comment homeless you made in the bathroom about? It must have been him. But where would he have put it? Come on, Blaine, you're so close.
He's already been gone like an hour. Where is he? I should go check on him. Blaine! Blaine, where are you? It's getting late. We should really go to bed. Blaine! I'm sorry for earlier.
Listen up, everybody. This morning's broadcast won't be proceeding as scheduled.
What happened? Is everything okay?
Well, I wish it were. Pamela, I'm gonna need you to head home early today to prepare for a special assignment. Everybody else, get back to work. I'll be doing this morning's broadcast instead.
Mrs. Macaw, I don't understand. Have I done something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. Let's consider this special assignment somewhat of a promotion. Yeah, let's look at it like that. You see, there's been another murder at Little Hope Church.
Another one? Who's died this time? Oh my goodness, what's happened to our little town?
Don't panic, Pamela. I'm gonna need you to be on top of your game. I don't have many details yet, just what Chief Bernard told me this morning. The victim was a Blaine Burgerby. He was found by his new bride late last night. They don't have a strong lead yet, but I'm sending you out to investigate for KWN before the Daily Squire beats us to it again. I'm gonna need you to take this opportunity to drive home to the public just how dangerous this church is. I mean, I don't mean to be ironic, but I need you to put the fear of God in them.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll arrange for a camera crew to be on standby to give 24/7 coverage.
24/7? How long am I gonna be on this story?
Pack your bags, Pamela. You're moving back into that church. Well, hello there. Are you having fun? Yes. It seems like it. Now, tell me, did it ever occur to you that maybe you should run it by me before killing anyone and everyone in your way? What I wanted was for you to help me take down that church and recapture the minds of my audience, not go on a murder rampage. I realize you have your methods. I just didn't expect them to be this extreme. You're gonna get caught if you keep being reckless. Listen, The only reason I haven't pulled a plug on what you and I are trying to do here is because it gives me more news to cover. I realize it's been hard for you to pull off such an elaborate scheme all by yourself, but I need you to move quickly and remember our actual goal here. I'll handle the police. Don't let anyone know you have this phone.
And we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Hackenslash. This is Pamela Patterson coming to you live from Little Hope Church, where yet another murder has taken place less than 24 hours ago. The victim this time was Blaine Burgerby, one of the suspects. He's a 29-year-old out-of-town college professor who was in town in order to make a bid on the Gutenberg Bible. He is survived by his wife of 3 days, Mrs. Gigi Burgerby. This ongoing saga of tragedy has baffled the authorities in Hackenslash, and that's why KWN has taken it upon themselves to keep you informed, our viewers, and keep you safe. And that's why I, Pamela Patterson, will be moving into Little Hope Church with the suspects in this slaughterhouse. I know you're scared of all the recent deaths, and quite frankly, so am I. But I implore you, if you want to stay safe, no, if you want to stay alive, stay away from Little Hope Church. Nothing could be more obvious. Stay far, far away. This is Pamela Patterson with KWN, where we tell you all you need to know.
We're clear.
All right, Pamela, we're all set for you. I've explained to my men that you're simply here for media coverage. If at any time you need to leave, you can, and they know that. Otherwise, I've instructed them to leave you to your own devices. Look, I respect what you're doing for the town by agreeing to do this. Just remember, stay sharp. You know the risks.
Thank you, Chief.
You know, kindness is one of the fruits of the Spirit, and having you here is juicing that fruit for all it's got.
Why are you actually here?
I'm just here to report the news.
Oh yes, like when the night picks us all off one by one.
No, of course not. Just, you know, my...
Likely story.
By now, you didn't care when the auctioneer died.
all know that the only way to get a good view of activity is to smash us to pieces.
You know, I, for one, am not opposed to another pretty lady joining our ranks. They say any press is good press. What do you say, Toots? We'll give it time. All right, everyone. I think we should just go to bed.
Thank you for meeting with me again, Mayor Kennedy.
You know, Ramona, there is a verse in the Bible that says something like, a nagging wife is like a leaky faucet that drips and drips and drips. I'm beginning to identify with the author of that proverb.
Good thing we aren't married then, isn't it?
Yes, I agree.
I'm sure you have many other things to attend to, so I'll be brief. You agreed to let Barney come home if this ankle monitor system worked this past week. And Chief, what's the verdict?
Well, wireless is older technology, and it isn't fail-safe, but it does work well enough to let us know if he's leaving town, and it will pinpoint with a measure of accuracy if he's nearby when a crime is committed.
A measure of accuracy, you say? What is this measure? I wonder.
Well, sir, we have had our hiccups, but all things considered, I give it my stamp of approval.
Well, I don't. It's too shaky-bakey. We need stability, not a good measure, kind of good partway. A murder, a new murder happened. Murders are no good.
Do we agree?
Yes, sir. Murders are no good.
And all the reason. We need to get Barney out of there. Mayor Kennedy, you must understand. I'm just trying to keep my son safe.
He is a minor, sir, and he's committed no crime.
Ramona, I feel your pain. Fine. Fine, get out of my hair. I leave you with one thought. If anything happens to that boy, his blood is on you. Both of you. Do you hear me?
Of course, sir.
Good.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Chief Bernard. I get to bring home my baby.
You're welcome, ma'am. Look, I'd jump at the chance to do anything for your late husband and his family. However, I've got to tell you, I did twist the truth a little bit back there. Look, we're monitoring him 24/7, but we continually get glitches. So I need you to make sure he is where he's supposed to be. You got it?
I got it, Chief. And speaking of which, I don't really want him to go, but he's super excited about the dance tonight. It's at the school, so he's allowed there, isn't he?
He's allowed at the school, but we never discussed extracurriculars. Look, Ramona, I'm trying to do the best I can for you here. Look, you just have him home before curfew tonight, and I'll let this one slide. But no more favors.
Okay, I know, thank you. Hey, I gotta get going to help him get ready, but thank you again, Chief.
You're welcome.
And while I still think it's a totally valid theory that Gigi Montclair, or should I say Burgerby, killed her newlywed husband to inherit all of his money, I still think the most suspicious figure in all of this is Pamela Patterson, who was originally allowed to leave, but volunteered to go back into the church the night after Blaine's murder. Something seems a little fishy there. I'm on to you, Pamela.
I don't understand Wi-Fi.
How long have you been standing there?
Like, what is it? The Wi-Fi, what's it made of?
I don't know, like radio waves or something.
So, it's like magical air that provides us with instantaneous information and entertainment, and we get billed for it monthly?
Yeah, I guess. Just don't do that again.
I don't believe Gigi's charade for 1 second. I'm telling you, Blaine was forced into that marriage. He was as pale as a ghost at the ceremony. It's all too suspicious, if you ask me.
You're right, and he looked even worse the morning after. Just can't imagine the toll it took on him having to deal with that woman for all these years.
She was never on my radar before. But, do you think she killed him? That is, if he didn't off himself.
You two should be ashamed of yourselves, gossiping like a bunch of hens in a hen house. There's nothing worse in my life than men gossiping, just like my ex-husband. And he wasn't very handsome either.
I most certainly do think that she did kill him. I think she was after his money.
No way. She doesn't need the money. She's a Montclair. She's so rich, her family ended world hunger twice.
Ended world hunger, you say?
Yeah, but the thing about that is folks always get hungry just a few hours later.
Gentlemen, I did not think that I would need to school the two of you in proper etiquette, but it seems you guys are unaware of how loud you're actually being. So if you guys can't say anything kind, at least try to quiet down.
As I was saying, why would she marry and then murder a man for his money if she already has her own?
Well, her family has money. Doesn't necessarily mean that she has money. If there are stipulations on her inheritance, then it's very possible that she sought wealth elsewhere.
Don't you guys see how angry you're making people?
Is there an echo in here?
We're entitled to our own opinion. Can we not speak in peace?
Well, I'm very disappointed in the both of you as guests of this church.
The real question is over how she did it. Whoever's picking us off has to have a giant sword hidden around here somewhere.
And to do it so quietly, too. I can imagine a petite little thing like that in a knight's suit of armor.
Well, actually, most likely Gigi would not have been able to maneuver quietly or at all in that armor. There are a lot of logistics that I don't really understand, but there is one thing that is bothering me. I don't think Blaine was killed in that hallway.
Nonsense, Leon, let's take our conversation someplace else.
Hold on. Did you just say he wasn't murdered in the hallway? What do you mean?
Well, I was able to examine his body, and I found something interesting. So as soon as 30 minutes after death, our body begins a process called postmortem lividity. That's where circulation stops and our blood begins to pool and takes on a purplish discoloration. So when we found Blaine, I suspect he had been dead for about 30 minutes. And then the police came, did their inspection, which means he would have to have been dead for well over an hour.
Please tell me a nearing point.
I am. Lividity helps forensic pathologists like myself determine a time of death and a position that someone died in. When they took Blaine's body away, he showed little to no lividity in the places where he should have, which shows that his body was in a different position from when he died than when we found him. So Blaine had to have been moved. I'm certain of it. And Gigi could not have moved him herself.
So you're saying that she had help?
Well, I'm not saying it was her, but if it was, she could not have done it alone.
Gigi, darling, what are you wearing?
This is a Chinese funeral outfit, or something like it. One of the many boring facts that my Blaney Boo told me about while he was still alive was that Singaporeans used to wear these all-white outfits and hats in times of mourning. It symbolized peace or something.
Singapore is not in China.
Well, it is lovely, dear, but where did you get it?
I like to travel with it, just in case my Boo Bear ever decided to take me out on an impromptu funeral date.
You think funerals are romantic?
Anything with my Blaney Boo was romantic.
I'm sure he'd be very impressed, dear.
I think it's beautiful. I could make one for everybody so we could match at the funeral if you'd like.
Homeless you, can I please talk to you in private?
For the 1000th time, that is not my name. I mean, but I'll let it slide for you, sweet thing. I gotta say, girl, I thought you'd need more time before you went on the rebound. I mean, not that I'm complaining. I mean, you're looking all kinds of fine, even in that chef's costume.
Oh, don't mind me. Just finishing my breakfast.
I do mind. Go!
So sorry for your loss.
Just tell me, was it you? Did you do it?
Did I do what? Haven't I been accused of enough around this place?
You know what I mean. Did you kill him?
You got me all wrong. I like you, but I wouldn't kill for you. But I'm also a pickpocket, not a murderer. I mean, you gotta think, who else knew about the Bible?
Nobody else knew. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't really even tell you. I just gave you a clue.
Yeah, a $35 million clue. Cha-ching.
Tell me what you did right now, or I'm gonna throw the biggest fit you've ever seen and scream really, really loud!
All right. Sheesh, I'm sorry. I mean, you gotta think about it. How could you not see when Pretty Boy lost possession of that Bible? I mean, he did a total 180. Now, what reason would I have to go and kill him days later?
Well, if he wasn't killed for the Bible, then why was he killed?
I don't know, maybe he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We all know he had book smarts, but the guy had 0 street smarts. All I know is that if we don't figure out who's doing this, we're not gonna be very far behind. Sorry.
Oh, okay, Mom, I think we've taken enough pictures already. Sammy's gonna be here any minute.
I know, but looking at you in your father's suit, he'd be so proud of you right now.
Thanks, Mom. I really hope that's true.
Sammy? Hey, sorry I'm late. I hope it's okay that I let myself in. I remember you left your key at the back door.
Oh, of course, sweetheart. Hey, why didn't you guys coordinate? You know, back in my day, when we had our dates, we always coordinated. So the pictures came out so good.
Mom, no. I've told you a million times. It's not a date.
Yeah, Barney and I are just going as friends. I still like Joey.
The boy from last year's dance? Honey, you have not confessed yet. You need to rip that Band-Aid off and tell him how you feel. You are going to feel so much better if you do.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Mrs. O'Rourke. But we should probably get going. The dance will start soon.
Do you guys need a ride?
No, I'm borrowing my dad's car for the night, so I'll make sure and have him back by 10:30.
Okay, you guys. Well, have fun and make good choices.
We will.
It's just so hard to let go.
I love you, Mom. And I just don't want you to ever forget that.
Of course not, sweetie. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just want you to know how grateful I am for you.
Of course. I'm your mom. You're my baby boy. Now go remember why you do what you do.
I will. Bye, Mom.
You know what? Your mom's right. I'm gonna do it.
I think you should do it.
Like ripping off a Band-Aid, right?
Yeah. Definitely. You should go. Go do it.
Okay.
You got this.
All right, this next song goes out to Barney O'Rourke from his best friend Sammy.
Come on, Barney, you didn't think I'd let you sulk in the bleachers all night. Come on, this is your favorite song, isn't it?
You're right.
Thank you so much for encouraging me to talk to Joey. He totally likes me back. I should have talked to him sooner.
I'm so happy for you, Sammy. You deserve it. You really do. Anything for my best friend.
Oh, Barney, as cute as Joey is, I'm so glad I came to the dance with you. You're my best friend forever.
Since kindergarten.
My ride or die.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but Sammy, would you like to go take some photos?
Yeah, of course. Bye, Barney.
Every night I just wake up screaming, take it sweet.